I want to talk about intrusive thoughts again because, in the last video I was talking about intrusive thoughts I had in 2024. I had these absolutely horrible intrusive thoughts of being cancelled, ostracized, humiliated by people. Even if it was something that was very minimal, not even that serious of an issue, and even if the person who, even if there was someone else who's actually the victim and not me, I would not be able to have the chance to explain myself, that it was them, that I would lose my entire reputation, nobody would like me. So see, I got those thoughts, and they were on my mind constantly, literally every second of the day. Even when I tried distracting myself, they'll come up in my mind like that. So yeah, it hasn't been easy. No matter what I try doing, these thoughts will not go away. So yeah, I don't, I want to talk about rough years as well. So basically, I think the first rough year of my life was 2020. Not really because of the virus. It was mainly because of because on my main channel I kept getting hate, and I kept getting constant you know what it's like to have dreams of getting a extremely famous channel with really no haters, with and of course the channel's gonna get haters, but basically more fans than haters, because I know what that's like. I to have all these hopes, but only for the people who are supposed to make the dreams come true to just take it and throw it all away. Let me tell you something. A part of me will forever and ever be that wood who got more haters, excessively more haters, unbelievably more haters than fans. That's basically gonna stick with me forever. That was kind of emotional the way I said it. Sorry if you cried or something. Felt bad for me. That was in 2020, and that was extremely distressing for me. Every time I opened YouTube, I go on my notifications and there was a hate comment. For some reason I didn't block them, but eventually I blocked them. But there was one really big hater of mine, and basically every time I was mean to him, he would send his entire team out to talk crap on me and stuff. But luckily kind of reached the top of that mountain, and the guy is nice now. He's no longer rude. I was rude to other people as well. I would also cyberbully. Mainly because people were cyberbullying me. That was pretty much why I'd cyberbully. So yeah. And I think we'll just get right into the video basically. I know it started 4 minutes ago, but let's just go back to the main subject. So this was in 2025. Oh my gosh. It was in 2025 when I got these. My computer had been unstable. Like, stability's not reliable. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Scary hearing sounds like the dead of night. So yeah, I had those thoughts, and oh my gosh, what am I saying? Yeah, my computer would restart itself, like kernel panics, and they would happen randomly, like randomly when I was using my computer. You never knew when it was gonna happen. It just happened like that. So it kept happening constantly. I knew something was up. Something had to have been horribly wrong. But I wasn't so sure until like my messages randomly stopped syncing. And at this point I knew something was up, so we took it to the repair shop a few days later. They determined that it was a broken hard drive. So they gave it back to me. And it was finally fixed. It was fixed. At least I thought it was. Maybe like a day later, it started restarting itself again. I think I got it back on like October 28th. Yeah, that's fine. Never mind. Oh, never mind. I think I got it back on like October 28th. So, yeah, that's when I got it back. And it was quite. But I noticed that it started to restart itself again. And this time my heart was now racing. But I knew that it was still fixed. I knew that it was fixed. So it had to like be in something else, not like a hardware failure. Stuff doesn't break by just sitting there. Or at least thought that wasn't the case. I mean, not really. I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about. Really, stuff doesn't break by sitting there, but what I mean is, start to restart itself again. And, October 30th, 2025 was probably one of the most tragic days of my life, because, it restarted itself, and, I just got in. I started itself on my messages, the rest of my messages wouldn't sync, and I had to, figure out iCloud storage constantly, and all this combined together was just, so awful, so stressful, and that night was awful, and couldn't really get to sleep, and, it was just a freaking horrible ordeal. It was, wow, it was terrible, absolutely awful. So yeah, that was that year. That was rough. 2025 was a rough year. It wasn't all bad in, every spot. I went to a fair for the first time, like a fun fair, basically, and I had a fun time. I met heaps of people, and it was a really awesome experience. So it wasn't all bad, but 2025 is a computer year, so absolutely stressful year. But anyways, I decided to stop sending messages and actually fix the issue. I was able to use my my computer again without any trouble. But I think this was I can't remember what day it was exactly. But this happened sometime in, I'm 99% sure it was early November. I tried turning on my computer. I was still paranoid because I still had that lingering thought deep inside that it was going to restart. But I was right. It restarted. And, tried to troubleshoot it, but it just kept restarting. And then that was the final turning point. It was definitely still broken. So my mom contacted the computer shop, and I spoke to the guy saying that it might have still been broken, and he agreed that he was misbehaving. So took it back the next day, and they worked their magic. Turns out the RAM was unstable. It wasn't meant for a Mac. You know, they worked their magic, and my computer's now fully working again. Everything is being fixed. So, you know, sometimes when you just gotta like vent about stuff, you know. It's good to do it. So I'm really glad I reached the top of those mountains, and so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've watched all the way through. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and because there's gonna be more videos like this, and if you want to subscribe to my main channel, it's called T-Rex49. Okay, I'm gonna get inside now. It's like really cold, and my legs hurt, and they're all red. So I'm gonna go inside now. Goodbye, guys.